want to go over to this bizarre Elden Ring story. I saw this on Vito 2 channel, and I think there's some crack going on. There's some weird stuff going on in the water over there at the New York Times. And if there was ever a reason to think these people have no idea what the heck they're talking about, these people have no idea what the heck they're talking about. This person wrote, his name is Brian X. Chen. I copied his bio in here. So he is a lead consumer tech writer, reviews products, writes Tech Fix, a column about solving tech-related problems. And he's writing about Elden Ring. Yeah. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. It's not letting me. I thought it gave me a read before. Or you're only allowed to have so many free ones before they will. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, folks. Sorry if you can't read it. I will have to just go through a little bit with you. It's just stupid people. I hate these people so much. They're so full of themselves with their pay us content. Well, let me read some content. Let me read some of the ridiculousness of this article. I was fortunate. I don't know why it let me read it then. Anyway, I copied and pasted some of it, and I highlighted some of it in yellow. And again, I want to give Vito credit because he did cover this briefly, and I only listened to a little bit because I'm like, oh no, I got to get into it for real for myself. And then I started reading it, and I'm like, I don't know where he started and stopped because I was just like, I had to stop. It got so insane. So in the last 2 years, the pandemic has brought us many works of art that have tried to definitively capture humanity's struggle. Has there been anything that has really... What many works of art? What freaking work of art have attempted to capture anything? Nothing has happened yet. I am... So we didn't get through a first sentence, and I feel like asking Brian, what the heck are you talking about? What many works of art have been done that reflect humanity's struggle? And they note the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio turning pink as he shouts at the top of his lungs for people to look up at some comet hurtling toward the Earth. I'm like, oh, you mean Don't Look Up, which is about an asteroid that's going to hit the Earth, which is more of a metaphor, I thought, for DiCaprio and climate change, but you're now making it a metaphor for the pandemic, which means the people that are right screaming at the people that you view are wrong. And that's what you think the metaphor is. That's what you think the pandemic work of art is. This is the mental delusion of these folks. They've twisted this. We haven't even gotten to Elden Ring yet. Just letting you know, this is how crazy this gets. This is a new thing. I had not seen this yet either. No media has come close to perfectly encapsulating our situation as video games. What the heck does he mean by our situation? Why do I say it like that? Because he capitalizes it. Let me see if I can. Does our situation mean something? No, I have got nothing. The situation obviously has some crazy slangs, but not our situation. Okay. He talks about lockdowns, baking mediocre sourdough, and playing Animal Crossing. Okay. It's like fishing and gardening and nonsense. And then Elden Ring. Ruthless, difficult game that gets harder as you play it. And then it's like, that sums up what it's like to live in a pandemic. Really? So, all of our art, transfer, Don't Look Up, our situation, Elden Ring pandemic. Got it? Elden Ring, this is literally what he writes. He's a tech writer at a New York Times and wrote, Elden Ring has a story that has something to do with a ring, but more important, its design. It's an open world game, meaning you do whatever, whenever you want. Players will ride a horse for the poison swamp, sprint across molten lava, traverse a crumbling bridge, blah, 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 blah. No matter how you choose to do, you'll probably die again and again trying to do it. Okay. He talks about the creators just briefly, tries to make a Game of Thrones reference because he can try to pretend that he's in the club. I'm not sure I believe anything this guy is saying. That you face a dragon. It's your chance to fight or flee. Get it? We're getting there. We're getting there. And you could be killed by something. You could be ambushed. And then he says, quote, it's difficult to imagine Elden Ring having this sort of cultural cachet in any other era. In year 3 of the pandemic, as vaccination rates have risen and hospitalizations have dipped in some areas, offices, schools, and restaurants have reopened. To many Americans, the dragon has been slain. Yet in other parts of the world, a new variant of the coronavirus is driving another wave, and in New York, cases are beginning to climb again. Oh my God, it's Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a metaphor for COVID. Don't you understand? The mental disorder is real, my friends. He does make another comment about some sort of like, brace yourselves for that stupid bird around the corner that might kill us. Obviously, there's more pandemics. It's a hard lesson for the pandemic. Expect disappointment and more struggle. As well trained as us, has us trained well for Elden Ring. Okay, because we're expecting disappointment and more struggle. Got it. Okay. Let's see. Well, he uses terms like inclusive. Oh gosh. Okay. To defeat a boss, you can carefully study its moves and plan an attack, or you can, quote, cheese it with a cheap trick that requires no skill and ensures victory. Either way, a win is a win. Such a flexible game may resonate with players worldwide and bring them together in a time when people are choosing their own truth about mass shots, information as they read it on. And this is the tech writer. The mental illness and the insanity of these people is so widespread in everything that their tech writer is likening Elden Ring to the pandemic. Let me take a pause. All right, so I took a pause. They won't let me read it, so I'm reading it to you. I hate doing that, folks. I'm really sorry. Can't really. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. This New York Times writer is twisted. Don't look up. To be more about the pandemic than what it is, which is a more of a climate change meteor headed towards the Earth kind of thing, which is what it is. Now has come up with all of these crazy metaphors that, you know, you think you slayed the dragon and yet a bird's going to kill you or it's going to sneak up and get you. And then, quote, you'll write your own truth in the game because you'll use a cheat code. And you can, quote, players can mostly suffer through Elden Ring alone, but there's some parts that are difficult, like an ultra tough boss fight, and people will need to get help from others. And it is a struggle, has a central theme in the game. Oh, okay, he's talking about the Dark Souls trilogy, but then he talks about that we can come together in each other's lives for a minute and then disappear and still make an impact. So what is he doing? He's making that a metaphor for the pandemic and coming together, compromising because of restrictions and all that, compromising all of your freedoms basically because of others. That's it. The good of the many outweigh your right to live. And Elden Ring is teaching you that. So if you didn't know Elden Ring, it was secretly getting you primed and ready to deal with the next wave of the pandemic.
Yeah. Right?